Forget what you learned in school. Never mind what your parents told you, and disregard what your friends say. From now on, the only people you need to listen to are these guys. For the next several minutes, they'll take you on a journey through the political jungle. And when your journey is over and you're safe at home, they promise you'll be stronger, smarter, and just plain better. So buckle up, hang on to your ears, because your journey starts now.
The buck stops here. The buck stops at the president's desk when he's president of the United States.
Harry S. Truman.
Oh.
The S stood for nothing.
Well, hello, Harry S. Stood for S, like Homer J. Simpson.
Right. Well, no, his actually spelled J.
I know, but it was funny.
No, it wasn't funny.
It was. They did a whole episode of him searching for his middle name.
After 47 years, the Simpsons are not funny anymore.
That was an old episode, though.
Oh, that was
so
funny.
It can still be funny.
That was funny. Anyways, you're listening to At Odds. It's March 1st, right?
Yeah, I think so.
In like a lion. We got a lot of sno in our neck of the woods.
What in the world?
We're in the Freedom
It
Studios.
was 62 degrees yesterday.
Right, yeah. I was running outside naked, trying to get some sun, get my vitamin D working.
Yeah,
Until the cops showed up.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Always man trying to keep me down.
Cops will show up. I got a phone call from the police today, but
yeah,
it's a whole different...
Bad news, too. On the 15th floor of the Patriot Towers in Liberty City, where at, Nate?
Jamaica.
We're in Jamaica. Sunny, snowy Jamaica.
Do not want to get a call from the Jamaican police.
No, man. You do not. Was it about Ganjaman?
Ganja?
Ganjaman.
No. Ganjaman? Yeah, he's 2 huts down.
Yeah. 2 huts? Really?
Wow. Well, we're not in a good part.
We're the tropical Jamaicans. Yeah. Oh, man. We have to walk 30 feet for water.
What?
All right.
Because they're all close to the ocean.
Yeah. Can't drink the water, but they can walk to it. Beautiful beaches there in Jamaica.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's see.
You mean here?
Wherever we are.
Jamaica.
Yeah. So what do you want to talk about today? We got a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
that
I don't know.
Around guns.
I don't want to talk about gun control at all. So
well,
let's skip those topics.
Swipe.
See you next week.
Swipe.
I think that's what we're talking about. I think it's gun control. I think it's conservative Trump.
We're probably going to bounce around a little bit. Let's do this right now.
What?
When I propose, and I think when Nate proposes, when the president proposes to arm teachers, he doesn't really mean like, all right, when the teacher comes in the morning, here's your gun, here's your gun. Every teacher. No, he doesn't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I think it'd be stupid. If there's a teacher...
Oh, you graduated teacher college? Here's your diploma. Here's your firearm.
Yeah, I won't say what I heard, but...
okay, thanks for telling us.
Well, it was like, so you're proposing... You're pro-gun. You're proposing that when a kid's born, you get a gun when they're born. Welcome to America. You're born in America.
Yes.
Yeah.
I see no problem with that.
But then they said, well, then when they're mentally ill, you take it away from them. I said, okay. All right, so...
before you go to court.
We don't want to arm all teachers. If a teacher doesn't want to be armed, we're not forcing anybody.
Yeah, don't...
so don't
hold on.
And it doesn't have to be a teacher.
Hold on. Are we talking to the camera? Because that's what you're doing.
I talk to the camera because...
They can't see us.
I know they can, but they can hear me, but it's more animated
They'll
that
see
way.
us later. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean,
you're
I'm
usually not animated.
No, I want to be...
I recently... Never mind.
Go ahead. You recently what?
Nothing.
Notice
I'm not doing
the
it.
drugs kicking in? The drugs
I'll
helping?
just keep drinking that drink I gave you.
So, what? You were going to say...
What I was going to say is you're saying we don't want to arm all the teachers.
Right.
I disagree. I do. I would prefer
if they
all of the teachers to be armed.
I don't want to give somebody a
but
gun
I don't
that
want
doesn't
to... Exactly.
Right. That's what I meant.
I think it's equally wrong to not allow them to carry as it is to force them to carry a firearm. Those are equally wrong in my mind.
Great point.
Thank you. So when we
Justice
talk about
Warren.
arming teachers, We don't want to arm all teachers.
Just the crazy ones.
just the crazy ones. The ones that you can't tell if they're a good guy or a bad guy with a gun.
So we have a soundbite of the guy.
Oh, geez, are you ready for sound bites already?
Well, we can do that because apparently this is a CNN analyst and he's a law enforcement analyst. So I don't know what that means. But he decides that women, women
well,
teachers.
let's just play it.
Oh, I want
Instead
to.
of
Okay.
you, are you
All right.
Bill Clinton?
No, I'm just being this old man.
All right.
One of the things that people don't talk about, a lot of these schools, Sandy Hook had an all-female faculty, from principal to teachers. And for a woman, where are you going to hide that gun during the day? You can't put it in your desk drawer. Somebody might steal it and you can't get to it. You're not going to have it in a safe in the principal's office. You can't get to it.
Could.
On your person, hiding it. If you wear a dress, if you wear a skirt, are you going to have to wear a jacket every day with a belt and a holster the way a detective, on duty would do? It's not a real practical solution, even for a variety of reasons. Much less the being adept is more people don't.
He's an idiot.
I don't know what just happened.
He makes a lot of assumptions that are just plain BS.
Well, first of all, sure, if they want to wear a duty belt and holster, why not?
Female police officers do.
Every day. Well, that was his point. Do they want to do it like a detective
Why
or a
not?
police officer? If they want to,
Yeah.
sure. Also, there's a ton of solutions for women that wear dresses to carry a concealed firearm.
Right. And the thing is, well, they're going to have it in their desk drawer. You don't want that. No, we don't want it in their desk drawer.
Not loose,
But
no, probably not.
They could have it in a locked safe, a small locked safe,
Yep.
inside a locked desk drawer
Sure.
that has an alarm on it.
Yep.
That when the desk drawer is opened, an alarm goes off.
And he says you don't want it in the principal's office because
Unless
you can't get to it.
Unless
you
the
know
principal.
who could get to it? The principal.
Yeah.
So and I think you made this point that everyone says arm the teachers, arm the teachers. Well, it's not just the teachers.
Right.
Or not even, preferred the teachers. We're saying anybody responsible adult, any staff member, janitor or custodian or, administrative assistant or principal or superintendent,
And
not the gym teachers though,
lots of
probably not gym
non-teaching
teachers,
staff.
but any of the others.
And I want to look into the Sandy Hook thing because I think I have a discrimination lawsuit there. Not one man.
When I heard this was the first time that I had ever heard that they had an all-female staff. That's interesting.
And all right. So they wear dresses. All women wear dresses.
All
so
women wear dresses.
And anyways, there's ways to carry guns.
Imagine if the Fox News law enforcement analyst had said that about women.
Oh yeah.
I mean, just imagine it would be a different story, right?
Yeah. Women are they're
crazy,
just too fragile.
Jeez.
So, anyways, I was going to make a bad comment, but so I had this little blurb here on guns in school. I had actually a teacher from my area approach me and asked about concealed pistol license training, and he stated, or she stated, that they would want to carry if they were allowed. And I supplied them with a law in Michigan that says you can carry in schools. And we have a law, 750.237A, section 237A.
Subsection
4 does not apply to any of the following. And one of the exceptions is if you have permission from the school principal. So in Michigan, staff members or anybody, even parents, could carry guns. Now in Michigan, you couldn't carry it concealed because there is a law that says you cannot carry concealed in a school. So they'd have to carry it openly. But in this case, if he didn't want to carry it openly, which he didn't think his administrators would go for, he could keep the gun in a locked case, unloaded, in his office.
Sure.
His classroom, it was secured, and then he could, put the mag
Why
in
unloaded?
Well, I don't think he could have it loaded in the school. It would
Why?
be concealed. See, that's what I wasn't sure about. Yeah, I don't know.
Not on him.
Yeah, it's not on him, so I don't know. So, yeah, maybe he could have it loaded. I wasn't sure on that, so.
That's an interesting one.
But again, that's not a new idea. I said in my article that 18 states have some way to allow guns on schools with permission from superintendents, principals, and school boards, etc. And there's 8 states that have no laws against anyone being armed in school.
I wonder how many school shootings are in those states.
Oregon, Texas, Wisconsin, Arkansas, Mississippi, Kansas, and Colorado. Now, I think Colorado changed after.
Yeah, so I'm going to rephrase my statement. I wonder how many school shootings are in those states at schools that allow people to carry. Because I assume the schools can opt out or at least
I would think
create
so.
policies for staff and students.
Right, I suspect so. So it's not a new idea. I mean, there are lots of schools in this country that you can look at for ideas and to study what incidences and problems they have.
Yeah, the information's there.
My thing was another solution, if you wanted, is you could make this a program for the students, and you have attack dogs.
There you go.
Off like a lot of large department stores and stuff, they'll let dogs loose in their
Release
stores
the
at night.
hounds.
So you have these dogs there on site.
Was this serious?
Yeah, and so listen to me.
Okay,
and
I'm
so
listening.
what you do is you have a program where the kids are responsible for grooming and taking care of the dogs, taking them out for walks, and they're in kennels attached to the school with some kind of mechanism that allows them in there, and so the kids take care of it as part of the school project and stuff. And then if there's an active shooter, they sound the alarm, and the principal goes, "Oh, release the hounds." And so you have dogs running around, and the kids are, secured in their rooms now, right? So
Yeah.
you don't have a lot of random people. So the dogs are trained to go after well, I don't know what they're trained to go after. But anyways, they're running
Bad
around.
guy.
But the real benefit of the TAC dogs in the schools, it would guarantee that the police would come into the building, if not only just to shoot the
Jeez, that's
dogs. So I think it would work. It would get the police into the building
Oh, come on.
just to shoot the dogs.
Come on.
So that's the attack
That's
dog strategy.
terrible. So they have to be small, tiny, cute, like chihuahuas or something.
Yeah, something small that wouldn't hurt the police. We don't want to hurt the police.
Something harmless.
Yeah,
Uh,
like your dogs.
I was thinking, instead of attack dogs, though, could we call them modern sporting dogs, please?
No, they'd be banned. Oh, well, maybe they'd be all right if they were.
Yeah, modern sporting dogs, because, well, the people in the gun community think that will make a difference if we call it a modern sporting rifle.
Nomenclature is everything.
Yeah, come on.
All right, so
It's not everything when the proposed assault weapons ban that we saw today in the U.S. House just bans everything.
yeah. So better than attack dogs are having armed staff on school grounds.
Absolutely.
You're not going to stop shootings. You're not going to stop it. They're going to happen, but you want to mitigate it. And one way to mitigate it is to have someone there who can immediately respond if need be.
And I mean, the cool thing is King Trump
Yeah.
Must read our
Article
on our
at
Facebook
Ox.
page because he said that.
Yeah.
He
notice
seems to agree with
I
you.
trademarked Armed Staff Program, ASP,
I see that.
ASP, like the snake.
You hoping for royalties?
Yeah, nobody can use it but me unless they pay me. And asp is a snake that won't bite you unless you attack it, or it's hunting and getting prey, or anytime he wants to bite you. So that's what asps do. So, yes, crisis actors are real.
I saw an ad on Craigslist.
I see this like, I don't want to be a conspiracist, but I just found out, they have crisis actors, and so all these shootings are fake. No. There's a legitimate job, and there's legitimate people that are paid to act during training, to be victims, to be press, to be witnesses, to help train first responders in emergencies. Those are crisis actors, and they get paid, and they're real people. So, yes, there's real crisis actors. But, no, they're not paid to give fake real news. Fake real news?
So you're saying David Hogg is not a crisis actor?
Well,
or he wasn't a crisis actor during Parkland?
No, I don't think that's the
You think
case.
that was real, huh?
What, the Parkland shooting? Yeah, I think it was
Well,
real.
yeah, I mean David Hogg.
Well, I think he went there. But he has dreams of being in entertainment and media and acting and all that. So he fit this like a glove.
Yeah.
And the media loved him because, he could read a script.
You're telling me it was
Sort of.
You telling me it was a coincidence that he was into acting and also was part of some event?
Yeah, you'd have to show me otherwise.
But I saw a video that he was in California.
Yeah, he was.
How is that possible,
He
Brian?
lived in L.A.
How is that
His
possible?
family only recently moved to Florida.
I don't understand.
And he spent summers in California vacationing.
Are you telling me, do you know how far California is away from Florida?
Yeah.
Are you telling me people can travel
1,000 miles.
between California
You
and
know
Florida?
why they can? Because the Earth is flat.
So it's
easy
really
to get
not
there.
that far.
Yeah. Boy, God, you're dumb.
Just don't go,
All right.
just don't go the wrong direction. You'll fall off.
All right. So let's talk about King Trump, who wants to be a dictator now and take away our rights. We have a sound bite that proves it beyond a reasonable doubt that he wants your guns.
Before we talk about King Trump, I want to say, after the show,
Yes.
the first thing that you should do, go
yes.
to our Facebook page.
Yes.
There will be
Go to our video section.
There will be 2 live videos that posted today. One of them says Live Magic. Watch that video first.
But you'll be amazed.
They can't see you.
Oh, well, they will.
They will. You'll be amazed. Watch that video first. It's a great video.
I wouldn't say it's
And
great.
and I haven't watched it. After
You
you
mean-
watch
would you say it
the
was
Live
Gaylord
Magic,
the Great Great?
It was Gaylord the Great Great.
Good.
I thought we weren't talking about
No,
your,
we weren't, but
your former
I couldn't resist.
stripper name.
Yeah. It was Glitter Gaylord.
Anyway, watch that one, and then you can watch our pre-show if you want. If you haven't
hard getting the glitter out of my G-string.
Okay, let's move on.
Because it was really buried in
Let's
there.
listen to Donald Trump. What do you say?
Okay. Wait. Pence first.
Oh, wait. Which one is it?
Oh, yeah.
Let's be this one. You ready?
The ability to go to court, obtain an order, and then collect not only the firearms, but any weapons in the possession
Or
of that
like
individual.
take the firearms first and then go to court, because that's another system, because a lot of times by the time you go to court, it takes so long to go to court to get the due process procedures. I like taking the guns early, like in this crazy man's case that just took place in Florida. He had a lot of firearms, they saw everything. To go to court would have taken a long time. So you could do exactly what you're saying, but take the guns first, go through due process second.
Or have your FBI do their job.
Yeah, I mean that's what. And even you wanted some of Marco Rubio's sound bites, but I said no because I run the ship here.
Right. And Steve.
Marco Rubio was like, I'm proposing all of these changes that for sure would have stopped the shooting and would stop a future shooting. What we need to do is tell law enforcement if there's a problem or a potentially scary kid. Well, here's the thing. People did tell law enforcement about the shooter in Florida, and law enforcement didn't do anything. So all of these we need to report more information to law enforcement.
And
what the hell good's it going to do?
And another thing people may not realize, all kids are scary.
Yeah, they are scary.
Oh!
That's why the teachers need guns.
Yes.
Jeez.
Unless they're wearing a dress.
Think of the children. Well, I am not afraid of them. I have a gun. So we were talking about Trump, right? I don't remember what we were talking about.
Yeah, he's taking our guns away.
Yeah, this is stupid.
So what? Enough said.
It really is. I mean,
Now,
what more is
you
there
and
to
I were talking earlier about, I said, Trump shouldn't record these kinds of sessions because he puts his foot in his mouth all the time. You said, no, he should record them. That's transparency.
Absolutely.
That's fine. But what he needs to do is be like a real executive and just listen.
No.
And not necessarily interject so much because he likes to be the center of attention. He likes to be talking. He likes to hear himself talk. I don't know anyone like that just likes to talk and talk and talk and just continue to talk. Quiet, I'm talking. And just continue to go on and hear themselves speak just because they like the sound of their own voice. You know what I'm saying? So quiet. I'm not done yet. No, really, he needs to not talk and just let people speak.
Well, Brian,
stop!
I'm not. I think you could be at least as good of a president as Donald Trump.
I think I could be half as good.
At least half as good. Yeah,
I
that's
think
true.
my Labrador Retriever could be half as good.
I disagree. Yeah. I love that Trump. Look, Obama did.
Trouble getting in the limo.
Obama did similar. Like listening type sessions and collaboration sessions. Yeah. Trump's doing the same thing, but he's televising them. He's allowing them to be live streamed. Yeah. I think it's awesome. I love it. I do think he needs to shut up.
polish up a little bit.
Because here's what's not going to happen. He says these stupid things, and he may even believe it. Yeah. It's not going to happen
I know.
where we take people's guns before we go through a due process. It's not going to happen. Right. So I'm more concerned about the actions.
Right, I know. But it's telling that he would say something like that, because that gives you some insight into how his mind works and what he might really feel and want to do. So don't tell me that it's not.
I'm not trying to defend him, but
that it's not important or doesn't give some kind of.
When people are in the middle of these sort of brainstorming type sessions,
I know you say lots of
things.
Stuff, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. He shouldn't. He should let them brainstorm.
I think he should. I think people shouldn't overreact.
You could at least go, I don't know if I agree with that. Yeah, that seems interesting. Yeah, you should look into that further. But he doesn't. He likes to talk.
I agree. But he also wasn't talking about just taking anybody's guns.
No, yeah. I mean,
he was talking about if your neighbor calls and says you're a weirdo, take your guns, and then, since it's a long process, go to court. It's a huge difference, right?
Yeah. All right.
Oh, we've got some more gun topics here.
I know.
Do you want to talk about this assault weapons ban?
Sure, we can.
I mean, what do you want to talk about?
You actually looked at it, I said I think it's the same old one.
I think it might be.
They pull up every year to try to. It just goes completely overboard.
It's funny because it's proposed in the House by some Democrat. A whole list of Democrats co-sponsored it. It's an assault weapons ban. It may be similar to the last one. I don't know. They list if a rifle has a pistol grip, then it's an assault.
Yeah, they call
whatever.
It but they talk about shotguns with cylinders.
Shotguns with revolving cylinders are banned. Semi-automatic assault weapon is what this is banning.
Right, but shotguns that hold more than 5 rounds, wasn't it?
Shotguns without a detachable magazine that hold more than 5 rounds, or any shotgun with a detachable magazine.
And before that, I thought it said any semi-automatic rifle that might fall under what they would consider assault. And they don't necessarily define assault, do they?
They do.
No, they do.
Yep.
And they want to reduce magazine size.
And then they go very specific. All AK type.
Yeah.
It says all AK types, including AK, AK-47, AK-47S, a whole list of AK. Sure. And then all AR types, a whole list of those, right? And then, I mean, like a ton of AR types.
And there's a magazine limit.
All of the Barretts, not for those ones. Those are just, these are specific models. But magazine limit, 10 rounds, I think. Right. Anything over 10 rounds.
Because you don't need 10 rounds to shoot a deer, because that's in the Second Amendment.
Except
hunting.
Except for an attached tubular device designed to accept and capable of operating only with 22 caliber rimfire. So you can have a 22 rimfire.
That's a classic, 20 round in their barreled magazine. That's your squirrel gun and your rabbit gun.
That's right.
Can't take that away from the Americans because that's a classic.
And I mean, it's like 6 pages.
So is a Thompson machine gun. That was an American classic too.
All Thompson.
I mean, my God, we gave that English guy, Churchill.
Ferdinand? Oh.
We gave Churchill a Thompson submachine gun, and it was his favorite weapon ever.
All Thompson rifles.
And when the Japanese invaded Britain, he had it on the steps of Parliament fighting the Japs off. Did you know that?
All Thompson rifles are banned. Thompson.
Yeah.
It says that. All Thompson. So I don't know if that means if you start a company named Thompson and make a rifle, is it banned? Here's the thing. This is weird. Appendix A, and this lends a little credence to you saying it's the same one they do every year. Appendix A, firearms exempted by the assault weapons ban of 2017. Yeah. They didn't update the date in Appendix A, which is a whole bunch of the Henry.
They have that ready.
Mm-hmm. The Henry Big Boy. 357 Magnum is exempt. So it's stupid.
But it says possess. You cannot possess these weapons.
Yes, it does. It's where is it?
So
I was going to read it.
If you own one of these types of weapons outside of the list they had of AK and ARs, now you're not grandfathered in.
You are.
Oh, okay. What does it say?
This does not apply to any of these things that are possessed at the when this goes into effect,
including my AKs.
Including your AKs, you can still possess, sell, and transfer them.
And I
no
can have
longer
magazines.
manufacture them.
Can I have my 500-round magazine?
I believe so.
God, that's hard to carry around.
It is, but it's cool.
Really long. I can use it like a mono.
It's single stack.
It's just a single stack.
That's funny. Yeah. So whatever.
Okay. You want to do? Do you want to? Yeah. Going into the break, you want to do the Governor
Was
Wines?
it break time already? Oh my! I don't have that. Are you playing it?
Oh, we didn't. We didn't record this.
No.
Yes, we did. It's armed teachers. Look on your list.
Oh yeah. Are you ready? I named it. Well, I didn't know his name, so the file is armed teachers, Trump, and other guy.
You really typed that out?
Yeah,
I didn't say that. I didn't think you were.
I did. I asked you what his name is. You hesitated.
That's your
so I
problem.
just
You have
moved on.
800-word file names.
I just and there's no spaces in them.
Oh, I hate that. Too.
Camel case. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
You have suggested arming our teachers. And
not your teachers.
Not your,
Arming a small portion that are very gun adept, that truly know how to handle it. Because I do feel, Governor, it's very important that gun-free zones, you have a gun-free zone, it's like an invitation for these very sick people to go there. I do think that there has to be some form of major retaliation if they're able to enter a school. And if that happens, you're not going to have any problems anymore because they're never going to the school. You're never going to have a problem. So it would just be a very small group of people that are very gun adept. Anyway, go ahead, Governor.
If I may respond to that, let me just suggest whatever percentage it is. I heard at one time you might have suggested 20%. Whatever percentage it is, speaking as a grandfather,
right.
It's
speaking
veiled.
as a governor of the state of Washington,
Finley.
I have listened to the people who would be affected by that. I've listened to the biology teachers, and they don't
children
want
that'll
to
be
do
saved?
that at any percentage. I've listened to the first grade teachers that don't want to be pistol packing first grade teachers. I've listened to law enforcement who have said they don't want to have to train teachers as law enforcement agencies, which takes about 6 months.
Oh, yeah, right.
Now, I just think this is a circumstance where we need to listen.
How about one
that
day?
Educators should educate, and they should not be foisted upon this responsibility of packing heat in first grade classes. Now, I understand you have suggested
He's
this,
really an
and
idiot.
we suggest things, and sometimes then we
Here it
listen
comes.
to people about it. Maybe they don't look so good a little later. So I just suggest we need a little less tweeting here, a little more listening, and let's just take that off the table and move forward.
All right, thank you very
I didn't
much. You know,
catch
we
that.
have
I didn't either.
a number of states right now that do that.
Yeah. That's what I
Yeah.
said too. That's where he got it from.
I didn't catch that. A little less.
a little less
tweeting.
tweeting and a little more listening.
What a jerk.
Yeah, what an ass.
Man. I did want to mention.
I want to know what state he's in because I think the federal aid is done.
Yeah, that's. I know they weren't.
What a whiny little thing, you know. Oh, I know exactly what all teachers want because I talked to one.
Well, here's the deal, and law enforcement agencies don't want to
Oh,
train
and
the
you gotta be
teachers
6
as
months to
law
train 'em?
enforcement. We didn't ask law enforcement, first of all, to train anybody,
Yeah.
because then you'd have teachers going to the wrong school and shooting up the place. Said, "Oops, wrong house. Sorry."
And if they did have attack dogs, they're not going to survive.
Yeah, no, that's not what we're looking for. Teachers to be treated like your ordinary private citizen walking on the street.
Here's
that's
the
allowed
thing.
to carry a firearm.
Here's the thing, Nate. I have a concealed pistol license in the state of Michigan.
You do?
I am allowed.
Wow.
I am granted by the grace of the almighty state to carry concealed, and I can carry concealed in places that have large crowds,
Yeah.
that have children. Mm-hmm. Parks and malls and restaurants, and there's kids there and there's adults there. And I can mingle in between all those people carrying my gun. But all of a sudden, somehow, when I go onto school grounds, somehow I turn into a monster that can't be trusted or trained or somehow will, I don't know what. But I become this boogeyman on school grounds. And it's the same scenario that I am out in the public. What is that? That's a disconnect. That's ridiculous. It's illogical. It doesn't make sense. And the argument is a poor argument. That think of the children, because I walk armed around lots of children. The courts have asked me not to do that anymore, but that's a different issue.
Yeah, it's nothing to do with the gun.
Yeah. So, but you see what I'm saying? So these teachers are the same ones. Lots of teachers have concealed pistol licenses, and they would carry in school, and they would do a fine job. Listen, 3 staff members died. They used their flesh and their blood to try to save somebody, and they died for it. Imagine if they had body armor on and they had a firearm to fire back. I think the results would have been very different. Are they going to stop school shootings? No. Are they going to, what they're going to do is they're going to mitigate the problem, and they're going to save lives. All right?
Yep.
Because generally what happens is if somebody's shooting back at these people, they either kill themselves or they flee and run away. What I'd like maybe is a system of hidden nets that are like in the ceiling or the wall. So when there's an active shooter that comes in, you know, you can be watching on a monitor. He's in he's in hallway number 1, and he's right by room 223. You know, push the button, this big mesh net comes out and wraps them all up. You know, like the gladiators did.
Didn't you see the video that surfaced after the shooting? It was like a 2015 news story of the guy that went into the safest school in America.
I didn't see it.
Well, and he was going through their
Security,
lockdown procedures or whatever. And the first is the kids all. There's a line in the corner of every classroom on the floor that the kids have to stay behind because you can't see them through the window.
I've seen that. And they put their desk
and they hold they tip the desks over. They hold the social studies book in front of their face.
The thickest book they have.
Well, sure, yeah. Most important too. Maybe the gunman will read it and learn something about history and move on. But then they also had cameras that go back to like central dispatch and fog machines, smoke canisters, and that they can like, he's in this hall, and smoke everywhere
to confuse them. And
so
all that.
they could do nets. That'd be good. Let's take a break.
Okay, we'll talk about.
Go for it.
No, we'll talk about Dundee School and their solution.
Oh, they have a really good solution. So when we come back, Dundee Schools, Dix, and that's it.
No, we have some other stuff. We have a trivia question.
Oh, jeez.
You almost got.
Almost. All right.
This one's a real easy one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now, what the diet of what mythical monster periodically included 7 youths and 7 maidens? So I'm thinking 7 youths would be boys, but 7 youths and 7 maidens, unless maiden is just a virgin of any age. But this monster ate 7 youths and 7 maidens periodically. Didn't say when, but what is that mythical creature?
Donald Trump.
Damn it, it was too easy.
We'll be right back.
I told you it was easy.
Lock it in. And rip the knob off. Red State Talk Radio.
My Parents Open Carry, a pro-gun kids book from White Feather Press. 13-year-old Brenna and her parents spend their day in typical fashion. But what's not so typical is that Brenna's parents lawfully open carry handguns for self-defense. And the Strongs join a growing number of families who are standing up for their Second Amendment right and bringing gun ownership out of the closet. Order your copy of this unique kids book at myparentsopencarry.com.
It's a bumpy ride through the political jungle with Nate and Brian.
Believe me, if I started murdering people, there'd be none of you left.
Tired of paying outrageous prices for Viagra? Well, we have great news for you. Now you can finally get Viagra at huge discounts. Healthy Man allows you to save up to $500 on Viagra. Why pay U.S. pharmacy prices of $15 per pill or more when you can get Viagra for less than $3 a pill? Call today and get 40 Viagra pills for only $99. This can cost as much as $600 at your local pharmacy. You can't afford not to call us. If you want Viagra at the lowest prices, never pay $15 a pill pharmacy prices again. Get Viagra for less than $3 a pill. Call 877-219-8770 today and save up to $500 and get 40 pills for just $99. Healthy Man is fast, easy, and affordable. Operators are waiting at 877-219-8770 to take your call now. Call 877-219-8770. That's 877-219-8770. Again, 877-219-8770.
When Whenever I'm feeling a little down under, I can always count on Nate and Brian for their interesting perspective on topics important to freedom and civil rights by listening to the At Odds Show. Nate and Brian cover important topics with insight, intelligence, and of course humor. I can always expect a laugh or two. So if you want to be informed and have a great time, give these guys a listen.
At Odds.
The At Odds Show with the greatest political talk show hosts in history, Nate and Brian. And it's sad that they actually believe that. So give a listen because the delusional need love too.
Are you looking for some way cool t-shirts? Check out ChugDug.com. They have hundreds of crazy fun t-shirts like gun, patriotic, and you better believe zombie shirts. At ChugDug.com, you'll find quality shirts at a quality price. All shirts start at just $10 with free shipping over $50. Mention Radio 1 coupon code at checkout and grab a cool 10% off. That's ChugDug.com. T-shirts with attitude.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control over your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank account, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problems now by calling the experts at Tax Mediation Services and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. Tax Mediation Services is accredited by the Better Business Bureau. Call now for a free case review and a price protection guaranteed quote.
Call Tax Mediation Services now at 800-755-9290. That's 800-755-9290. 800-755-9290.
Hi, I'm Brian.
And I'm Nate.
If you like the At Odds Show,
and we know you do,
why not order your very own At Odds t-shirt sizes small to 6XL in a cool black color?
So support our show. Check out the great prices at chugdug.com or head over to our website, atoddshow.com, and click the link.
And, unlike listening to our show, you won't be disappointed.
I like mashed potatoes and fried chickens and the At Odds Show with Nate and Brian.
One of our biggest fans.
So I
Dundee.
Usually we come back and I try to recap the question. I have no idea what the question was.
So the diet of what mythical monster periodically included 7 youths and 7 maidens? Did we have any guesses?
Yeah, several guesses.
Okay.
Loch Ness Monster was one guess. Yeah. Bigfoot was one guess.
Wait a minute. I said mythical. Loch Ness Monster is real.
Oh, so it was Bigfoot. You're right.
Right. It could be Bigfoot.
Medusa?
Ooh, that's a better guess. That's in the realm.
Yeah.
Very good.
The four-eyed moose. I've never heard of that one before.
You've never heard of the four-eyed moose?
Nope, I sure haven't. Is that Bullwinkle with, or Rocky? Bullwinkle, I mean, with glasses? Hey, 4 eyes.
Hi, Mr. Bullwinkle. Oh, hello there, Rocky.
Yeah, that's it.
Did
anybody get it
in the realm?
Which one was in the realm? Medusa?
Greek mythology.
Oh, was it Zeus?
No, it was
Odin.
The Minotaur.
Oh, okay.
The man with the bull's head that had the labyrinth.
I knew that.
Yeah, I know you did.
Yeah, I definitely know it now that you told me.
And you'll never forget it.
Never forget it.
1961, Kennedy establishes the Peace Corps.
Ugh. Good for him.
Kennedy issues an executive order establishing the Peace Corps. It proved to be one of the most innovative and highly publicized Cold War programs set up by the United States. He issued it March 1st, 1961. As a trial program, Kennedy sent a message to Congress Many in Congress said, well, we don't was skeptical of hillbilly backwater countries. We don't care about them. But Kennedy warned about the dangers in the undeveloped world could not be ignored because revolutions were breaking out around the globe, and many of these conflicts were in danger of becoming Cold War battlefields. And he was not wrong. Thousands of Americans served in dozens of nations, particularly in Latin America, where there were lots of revolution and communism, Africa, Asia, and the Middle East. They built water systems, sewer systems, agriculture, taught in schools. The program still continues today.
Yeah.
1961.
And then in 1969, the Peace Corps successfully landed on the moon.
Yep. And there you have this day in history.
Nice. All right.
Dundee School, their response was they were going to implement, I can't think of the name of the program, but it's some acronym.
Alice.
Alice, yeah.
I don't remember what it stands for.
Yeah. But basically, it's run and hide.
Yep.
And, you know, all the typical stuff. But what they wanted to do...
Well, I mean, it had confront. That was the C, was like confront or something like that.
But you confront them with a firearm, right?
No. That doesn't make sense.
Oh, what do you confront them with? What were they asking for?
Miscellaneous hard objects to put in a bucket.
They wanted they wanted donations for 5-gallon buckets and donations of hard things to throw at the attacker, like golf balls. They actually
Baseballs.
said that. Cans of soup.
Cans of soup.
Yeah.
I feel so bad for our children.
I thought it was fake, so I called the superintendent at Dundee and got his answering machine, which was full because it went forever before the beep came on. So I know there was lots of messages. Hey, this is Brian. I just saw something on Facebook. It's got to be fake, I said. Can you let me know if it's real or not about your school
Did
policy?
you say it's got to be fake?
It's got to be fake.
Got to be fake because this is insane.
Have not received a call back.
That's surprising. Yeah. See, I looked it up and I thought they were closed today, but it turns out that was Dundee, UK.
Why? Were they
snow?
Closed?
They had snow.
They had 1.5 inches of snow?
1.5 inches. Look, they get about as much snow as we do. It's like 25 degrees there right now
in
I don't
parts
believe
of the UK. Get as much as snow as we do.
They get the ocean effect.
Yeah, it's not the lake
effect.
Like
we get lake effect here in Michigan, which most people in the United States don't know what that is. But, yeah, ridiculous. So, I mean,
really?
Yeah. This was serious. They want by March 9th, please, if every student
they
could
want to
bring
put a
in
bucket
one
in every class.
If every student can bring in one hard object to
and then
throw.
When the attackers attack, the teacher will issue an item to each student to throw.
Uh-huh.
Now, I said,
this is real.
If you're going to do that, why not just get a bucket of rocks?
Oh, come on. A
bucket of rocks. It's
that
cheap.
And they have them in the backyard.
And they have them in the back 40. And because I know kids, and kids would not take the rocks out of the buckets at lunchtime and throw them down the hall or at each other while the teacher was out of the room.
That's why they can't use rocks, I guess.
Yeah.
Because for sure they won't do it with golf balls or baseballs or cans of soup. Yeah. They won't get hungry and eat the damn soup.
Now I don't want to say there's a special needs class. They had them all filled with Nerf balls and tennis balls.
That's not funny.
No, I know. It's terrible.
This is stupid. And here's what makes it even worse is
Dundee,
Michigan, right down the street.
Oh, yeah,
there's
that's
a Cabela's.
Huge Cabela's.
Go to the giant-ass Cabela's and buy a gun.
Buy a damn gun. Because
I put a bucket in every classroom and put a gun in the bucket. Yeah. So stupid.
What's the thing?
It's so stupid.
What's Cabela's new slogan now?
We're not dicks.
We're not dicks. Buy a gun from us. We'll get to that.
Which is our next topic, actually. Yeah. So this is perfect. Because that's.
I want to go with our new terminology by some retired general.
A few minutes left.
Mark Hertling.
I don't know what you're talking about.
He gave a demonstration of how dangerous and deadly the AR-15 is, and how he's a general, and he carried it all over the world in war zones, and he's seen people get shot with it and blow up. And he demonstrated he was shooting one round at a time on his semi-auto. Now he says, I'm going to go full retard. No, he didn't say full retard, but
you're being very offensive today.
He said, I'm going to go full semi-automatic, full semi-automatic. That means I'm going to pull the trigger faster.
Now he says,
I won't hit anything.
He says, I'm not going to hit the target. Well, that's because you don't know how to use a gun.
Jesus. Because
here's the thing. He didn't pull the trigger very quickly.
No.
He should have been able to hit the target.
And he didn't know how to hold the weapon well. And
well, not great. He wasn't. I mean, but the reporter
was
holding
really
the gun was terrible.
So either this general is really an idiot or he's being paid to be an idiot. One of the two. Hopefully he's being paid.
Well, I don't think CNN or whoever it was would have went to him if he was not on their side. Right.
Yeah, I'm sure. And there was another general that said similar things, that AR-15s are designed to, when they hit the human body, they tumble and tear it up like a wood chipper, and that this general said that anyone that gets hit in the abdomen with an AR-15 dies. You cannot survive.
That's amazing.
And in the comments was, I was a medic in Vietnam. I saw lots of people shot in the stomach with AR-15s, and a lot of them survived.
Yeah. Well, no, listen, though,
maybe we'll do a segment on different calibers and show them later.
Full disclosure.
Yeah.
Bullets hurt and kill.
Yeah, they're designed
things.
And when they hit like bone and dense muscle, they veer and ricochet off. And
that's what they do.
They don't typically go in
That's
a straight line.
what
if they hit
do.
Stuff. Yeah.
So
the general said, I saw
okay.
a guy shot in the shoulder and the round came out his ass. That's what he said. Out his ass.
Maybe.
It's certainly possible.
It's a fast round, but that's what bullets do.
And he said it's like the most powerful,
that's
weapon
insane.
or something.
I mean, that's.
Oh no! Someone was saying about arming teachers, and they said, "Listen, they have this AR-15, this most powerful round in the world, and they're gonna approach them with a pistol.
Yeah,
it's just a little handgun." If you Google,
that was our friend
AR-15 versus 9mm, they shoot hollow points of both. And the 9mm actually penetrated farther than the AR-15.
Okay.
It went through 9 sections of drywall into ballistic gel, and the 9mm went a few inches farther than the AR-15.
Interesting.
So whether that's fluky or not, the point is they're both equally devastating.
The person that brought that up, hopefully she's listening. We asked her to. She quit commenting after she apparently either listened to our intro or read something that said don't listen to what you learned in school or what, which obviously it's
a joke.
It's a joke, but
I don't think she realized we had a show. I think it was just a page.
Oh, okay, I see.
I think she didn't know we were entertainers.
If she would have known that.
We're not. If she watched the show, she'd realize we weren't.
She would have known that. Well, unless, again, go to our Facebook page. There's live magic. Watch
and
that
she
one.
was former law enforcement.
Entertainment. She said she was a former law enforcement.
So she knew. All right. I want to get into this, and this will be the end. Maybe.
Oh, I don't want to be the end. There's so much.
What else do you want? Because
I don't know. What are we talking about?
We can do FedEx real quick and Dick's and stuff.
Well, it's all kind of related.
Yeah. So a lot of businesses.
Because Trump also seems to support raising the federal minimum age for
but
buying
he's
a
backed
rifle
off
too.
on that. There's a tweet where he says, "No, I disagree with that." And my point was, society is quick to try 16 and 17-year-olds as adults and put them in prison for life.
Yeah,
but they want you to be 21 to buy a gun.
Yeah.
So you can't have it both ways.
Yeah, absolutely. But also, we have all these retailers. We have Dick's, we have Walmart. They're Kroger, which was weird. I guess there's like 49 Fred Meyer stores. That sell firearms.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They've all decided they're not going to sell firearms to anybody under 21. And I'm thinking
Kroger has been traditionally neutral on firearms.
Well,
a lot of people carry openly in Kroger's.
Yeah. Right.
Anyways.
But I'm thinking, hey, that's cool because the market's working. Yeah. If people really want, these stores to not sell to under 21, they're doing it. We don't need the government.
Right. We don't need the government.
There we go. Perfect.
Self-regulated.
Perfect.
Some companies sever ties with the NRA. They give like discounts if you're a member and stuff. Car rental places.
FedEx was the big one.
They didn't cut
Delta.
ties. They just released a statement.
That's right. Yep.
We think you should ban all assault weapons, is what they said.
Yeah, but the problem is Breitbart, right? picked it up real quick and said, hey, FedEx says they're standing with the NRA. It's not what they said at all. At all. So all of these conservative sites, all of these conservatives, I see all over Facebook, everywhere, oh, yay, I'm going to FedEx. And they were celebrating that FedEx
didn't sever ties.
Stock went up or whatever.
Yeah, I did.
But FedEx said, we don't think civilians should have AR-15s, and we support banning them.
Right. What's this about Georgia? Georgia removes a jet fuel tax credit?
Oh, yeah. Where's that at, though? I don't see it.
By some companies sever ties with NRA at the bottom there.
That's hard. Yeah. So Georgia, I think just today, the other day, because Delta Airlines is in Georgia,
right,
headquartered in Georgia.
Yeah.
Georgia was going to renew a jet fuel tax credit as part of a budget or something that they were passing.
To keep them there and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. But after Delta said they would no longer have a discount with the NRA for NRA members, the Georgia governor and some other people said, we're not doing your tax credit,
right.
And they didn't. They pulled it out of the bill, didn't renew it.
Huh. Well,
supposedly because of that. So it's like, okay.
I don't know if that's good.
Well, I think that
government
maybe
interfering with
it's weird, isn't it?
Private business.
It's weird. But should Delta be getting a tax credit?
No.
It's weird, isn't it? Well,
they
should. Right,
Yeah,
everybody.
right,
So
right,
I'm angry. Give
yeah.
them a tax break.
Yeah, it's tough, isn't it? To have
it's real
standards
tough.
and to,
Damn it.
to have principles.
Damn it.
I hate it.
My principles always get in the way of me.
Google blocks anything to do with guns from their shopping.
This was cool.
Search
This
section.
was cool.
It's not on general Google. If you go just to Google and you type in guns,
Yeah.
you'll get it. But at the top, it has like all and shopping and images and maps and stuff at the top. Those are subcategories. If you go into the shopping, type in AR-15 and it comes back with no searches. They'll show
or whenever
toys, and they'll show some accessories.
Yeah. So today it's actually working again.
Is it?
But this
it was back and forth.
It was cool because when I first saw it was reported, I tried it and words like Burgundy or Laguna Beach wouldn't come back because it said gun in it.
Right, a root to.
And then those started working, and then like shotgun wouldn't work, rifle, and then you could say toy gun, that would work, but gun wouldn't, and firearms still worked, but gun didn't.
Who owns Google?
Google.
Well, it's a big company.
It's massive company, and it has its hands in a lot of things. Why did you think somebody owned them that wasn't Google? It's Google.
I thought it was Zuckerberg. I was thinking
that's
I don't know. Yeah.
Facebook, and they're both publicly traded, right?
Yeah.
So
this is kind of old news, but it's sort of just
like
educational. Yeah, right. So some people don't like Trump's daughter in a position in his administration. And they're saying, well, it's nepotism, it's a conflict of law and all that. So
Sure.
I looked into that, and it says the law says a public official may not appoint, employ, promote, advance, or advocate for appointment, employment, promotion, or advancement in or to a civilian position in the agency in which he is serving over or which he exercised jurisdiction or control any individual who is a relative of the public official, right? But wait. There's all kinds of exceptions. So, if an individual is appointed to one of those positions and is a relative, they just don't get any pay. You can't pay them; they won't get paid. So he could make his daughter Secretary of State; she just wouldn't get a salary. Also, there's a few other things. You can temporarily appoint them during an emergency or natural disaster. Or, this is the big one, or if they're qualified for the position and Congress approves it, they can. So there's a lot of exceptions in there. The thing with his daughter is she has filled none of those positions. There's no law says that he can't have her as part of his staff at the White House.
Gotcha.
Perfectly legal. It's been done. Bobby Kennedy appointed John Kennedy appointed Bobby as Attorney General. He was qualified, but this act was enacted in 1967 just because of that, because Johnson didn't want Bobby Kennedy to become president and give Edward, Teddy Kennedy, stuff. So no one's challenged this either. Lawyers have said that law would be unconstitutional if challenged.
So just got a message. Alphabet Inc. does own Google, but Google spun off, renamed themselves as Alphabet, and then they own Google, so Google owns Google.
That's what you said.
Yeah, but okay, we're out of time.
All right.
See you
Bye-bye.
next week. Oops. Wait.
What?
Bye.
Bye.
I don't know what that was. I got confused. Saying goodbye?
Yes, I really did.